Okay, welcome everybody. We have Candace and Linda and Debbie and there's Carrie. Hey Carrie. I'm hopping on our Teen Challenge Zoom. And this is just a fun thing that we do each week with the Teen Challengers. Carrie, can you hear us okay? She's probably still figuring out. She's brand new on the team. But one thing that I thought would be fun today is I wanted to give you some tips that will help you throughout the week in promoting healthy hormones in your body. Raise your hand if you want to hear about how to have good hormones in your body. Okay, we have some hands.
I'm raising my hand.
Okay, good.
I want healthy hormones.
You want healthy hormones? Okay. Okay, so our body is an awesome machine, and one thing it does is it produces hormones that help regulate things like fat storage and fat loss and all these kinds of fun things. And so we want good, healthy hormones. And one thing that happens is when you're stressed out or you're having a bad day and you're really like angsty, is that your body thinks, oh boy, there's bad things happening here. So it pumps out some hormones called cortisol. And what that does is that tells you, okay, there's a famine or there's something bad going on, and we need to make sure that we protect our body, okay? So if there's a famine, your body needs to store up fat just in case it doesn't get any food, right? And it just holds it all in because it might need that later. And so cortisol that happens when you're stressed tells your body to store fat. That's not good for a lot of us because really there isn't a famine, right? When we go to our fridge, like 100% of the time, we're going to find food there. There isn't a lot of like gathering and reaping and sowing that really needs to happen. So one thing we can do is we can be happier. And when we're happy, when we smile, when we're having fun, when we have good feelings, then that cortisol isn't going to be pumped into our body. The good hormone, what's the one I'm thinking of?
Dopamine.
Dopamine, thanks. That's why I keep this guy around. He knows everything I'm thinking of. So your body will pump in dopamine. And this is, a pleasure hormone, and it makes you feel good, and it tells your body, we don't need to store fat. So actually, the way that you react to your situations, that even having a smile on your face, okay, everyone take a minute and just like smile, even if it's fake. Good job. Like, don't you feel a little bit better, even if it was just a fake smile that someone told you to smile?
You just released dopamine.
You just released some dopamine, and that is going to help you lose more weight. It's going to help you regulate the hormones in your body. Insulin is a major hormone that is a regulator. It regulates your sugar, regulates your fat storage. So that was just my little tip of the week that I wanted to give out. So I'm going to report in tomorrow on the wall or sometime this week if you're watching the playback on whether you took time to just smile and release some good healthy hormones, and I want to just hear about it on the wall this week. So just to close, oh boy, and then throw your phone on the ground too, that's a good thing. I wanted to go around. I know that only Candace and Debbie have audio, but tell me maybe just one little tidbit that you learned this week that has been helpful for improving your health. So Candace, I'm gonna call on you first.
Probably the sleep, and that's also the hardest thing for me because after I put the girls to bed, I'm just enjoying my time alone, and I don't go to sleep quickly enough or whatever. But it's kind of, I was reading the thing, I don't remember when it was. I think it was last night or the night before, and it said to wind down and turn off all electronics like a half hour before you go to sleep and all that. And I thought that was interesting and something I definitely need to put into practice.
Awesome. I love that. That's so true. Okay, Debbie.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of different things. I went through the thing with Gordon Bruin, and I actually took notes and wrote down a whole bunch of stuff. So I think the keys that he had he had 5 keys: acknowledgement or acceptance, surrender, awareness, mindfulness, and belief. or a faith, that you can become what you want to become. I think number 2, I like what he said about surrender. You just recognize that your desire for your craving or whatever is there. You give it merit that it's there. You just recognize that it's something basically to annoy you. So, but to try to fight against it makes you crave it more, whatever it is. And so I thought that was a really interesting thing. And then on the ebook minute too, where as Dr. Anderson said, he was talking about Captain Kirk and all those guys, and he said how they tell you shields up. I said, well, take a deep breath and put your shields down and relax, basically. So I thought those were a couple of really good points.
Awesome, Debbie. Those were good. Sarah, do you want to say anything?
Gordon Bruins is always one of my favorites. I've probably watched that webinar 20 times now, and I think that his last acronym is really powerful, just for our own personal awareness, because those 5 things are triggers for most people. So bored, lonely, angry, stressed, and tired.
Stressed and tired. Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime I feel like I have the munchies, or I have another a severe emotional reaction to anything in life, it really comes down to one of those 5 things. So just being aware is a huge thing in overcoming those things, because when you're aware of it, you can use that prefrontal cortex, the second part of the brain, the human part of the brain, to say, I'm not going to react like a lion or a tiger, and just eat my prey or whatever, but I'm going to make a better decision, and something that's going to serve me better.
Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for getting on, you guys. I'm just so proud of you. I think, Debbie, are you still the point leader for the team?
So far.
Tear it up, girl. Okay, thanks for being on.